Hello everyone and welcome back to Code with Tinodra.
Welcome back to me screaming.
So on today's video we're going to go through part 3, which on the previous video we built these three. So our services section and our products section. And on today's video we're going to further develop this project and build some more things. Now let's go over to our index HTML. And what we are going to do is have another section. I know I promised you guys to keep this video at 2 parts, but unfortunately I couldn't finish it with 2 parts, so we are gonna have a part 3, and hopefully this will be the last one. Now let's go ahead and have another section there. So we're going to give this section a class of reference container. Okay, and inside it we're going to have a div of class reference text, and inside the div an h1 tag and a p tag. So inside our h1 tag we can say we have a text saying interior blend reference, and inside our p tag we can say something like make your home so comfortable with refreshing blends. And after the reference text div, let's go ahead and have a div of class reference images. And inside here, we're going to have 2 images. You will have all these resources that I am about to use on my GitHub page. So you can go ahead and grab them there. So for this one, we're going to have let's say images and res1 dot jpeg and images res3. Let's see. No, we went to plant. So res3, okay, res1, nice. And we're going to give these, actually let's have these inside another div, the class of left. So cut these, place them there, and another div of class right. So in here another image, and the source will be images slash res2. So this will be it for this part, the HTML. Now let's go over and create a new file in our CSS folder, and let's name it reference.css. So in here, what we can do is have our container first. And let's do width of 100%, a padding of 0 at the bottom, and 8 rems left right. Let's have some margin bottom, 10 rems. Then after that, let's style the text. So the text also will have a width of 100%. And let's say display flex. Oops, they float. Flex. Let's align the content center. Text align center also. And the flex direction will be a column. And actually, let's check it now. Okay. Let's have some margin to the bottom. Now MB for margin bottom 3 rems. So did I write? Oh, yeah, I can see why this is not working, because I have not imported the CSS file into the index.html. So let's go ahead and do that. CSS. And here we go. The margin looking for. And now let's go ahead and style the image. First of all, before doing that, let's make our text a little bigger. So let's do font size of 3 rem, font weight of 500, so a little thinner, and some margin to the bottom. Rem. Here, height 1. Let's copy this line, paste, change our H1 to a P. So let's modify our P tag. For this one, we want the color be gray. So let me go ahead and do the hero CSS. This is the gray we want. Paste that. And also we want to have bigger font size. Okay, this is it for the text. Let's see how it looks. Okay, this looks okay. Now let's go ahead and style our images. So for that, we're going to select the class, which I believe was reference images. Bottom reference images. Yeah, copy that over here, and let's have them displayed as flex. So we want to just divide them center and align them also center. Now let's select our image tags or inside our reference images class, and let's give them a width of 30 rem, a minimum of 10 rems, a minimum height of auto, and a height of 20 rems. Also some border radius to make them round. Let's see what we have. Okay. Now, actually what we want to do is make the second one a bit. Actually, I'm going to. So, select it again. And here, I'm going to say nth child. Second, let's give it a height of 18 grams. Okay, yeah. So we want the second one to be a little smaller. And the reason to that, I'm just going to show you. So now let's select the left class, which is inside our reference images. This, nice. And for the left ones, we will display them as flex. Say flex direction column. Have a gap. See how it looks first. Okay. Now we want to have a gap because, as we can see, they are stuck together.
Don't touch me.
Go ahead and do that. Let's give them a gap of 1.5 rem. Okay, that looks so. And so also some margin, right? R 5 rem. Now, as for the right image, let's do that. Select the image tag, and here a height of 40 rem and a width of 31 rems. Save. Go to our it's not the expected output. See what we did here. Oh, I see. Yeah, we want to apply the styling only to reference images, right image. So only the images that are in the right and that are inside reference image. Okay, this is the expected output that we want to see. So this is it for this part. Now we're going to continue further and have another section. So for this section, let's have a section tag with a class of care section. Okay, let's have a div, the class of care. Inside that, we want to have some text. So let's have another div of care, class of care text, and an h1, also an h3. So here, let's say how to care for plants. Because we'll make the text big, let's have a break, so for it not to be really long. And for the h3, we're going to say take care of plants all your heart. Okay. Yep. Now after the text, we're going to have another div with class of adjust. Now inside our adjust class, let's have a div of class adjust content, and inside that let's have a content icon. So a class, a div with a class of content text. You're going to have a 2. You'll write shortly, and a p tag. Section class div. Okay. After care, we'll have another div with a class of care image. Now, inside our adjust, we'll have actually 4 things showing how to care for plants. So the div for the adjust is 1, this parts, 1, 2, 4. Okay, so for the first one, let's go on and write, think about it. What should we write? First one here. So let's say adjust lightning. Second, when caring for indoor plants, temperature either too cold or hot. Second one, let's say don't water often. The paragraph when caring for indoor plants, make sure the room. Oh my god, I'm writing the same thing. Watering. Watering the plants indoors does not have to be done every day. Okay. I am lazy to write more, so let's have the same twice. The fourth one, let's do something different. Fertilize. See? Oops, not here. Here. The nutrients must store house plants are nitrogen for balance, potassium, stem. Okie. So let's go ahead and have our image here. So I've named it, I think, yeah, this is one care.jpg. So let's do images, care.jpg. And for these, so what you're trying to do is show 4 things on how we should care for plants. So also what we want to do is go and find some images, sorry, some icons. So let's go ahead to font awesome. What we essentially want is water drop.
En doet u dan nog wel wat extra water erbij?
Water?
Ja.
Wil je mij vergiftigen of zo?
Drop. A droplet. Still manage that one. So watering here. Have the icon there. And in addition to that, we want a sun icon. There's that. Okay, we have ours here. Let's go ahead and place our sun icon here. Now what we want is a land icon. Let's have this copy, back to our code, paste it here. And for the last one, we want something like a thermometer. One, copy, back, and paste it. Okay. Let's go to page. Yeah. Nice. Now the last part is the styling. Go ahead. Not our hero CSS, but let's create a new CSS file and name it care.css. And let's not forget to import it into our index.html file. So let's link tag in our head, then care.css. Okay, and in here we can have our container. Let's say we will also display them as flex. Let's do display of flex. Justify the content base in. Align them to center. have some padding, 0 and a rem top left and right. Also some margin bottom of 12, say. And now let's go ahead and let's say care text. Let's style our text. So for the text, we're going to have also some margin bottom of 4 rems. Then copy this line. Let's go ahead and style our font tag. Let's say a font size of 3 rems and a font weight of 500. So we want them to be thinner. Also some margin bottom. Also want to style our H tag. For this, we want to change just the font weight. Now let's move over to our just class. So it just would be the suggestions themselves in the container for the suggestions. So for adjust, let's say, actually we don't want to adjust, but rather the content. So let's say adjust content. Let's give it a width of 30. Margin bottom of 2 rems. Let's display them as flex and align the items to center. Now content text h2 is the margin bottom of 5 pixels. Go ahead and see how look. Okay. Back font weight of 500. Now for the B tag, let's give it a color of dark grayish. Use it here. One color. That. Okay. Not right. Should be centered by now. Let's see. Make container with that here. Did I miss a class name? Okay. And name it. Oh my god, yeah. Here instead of section, which I should have said container. Yep. Yeah. This is the output I was expecting. Now, let's make this image have some border radius. And I want to apply the same gradient that we have for this and this. These icons. And also make them bigger also. Let's get to it. Let's deal with first. So what class name did we get? Care image. Okay. Select it. Dot care image. That will have margin top bottom 0 and left and right auto. As for the image tag itself, img is the margin left, rems, a width of 500 pixels, also a height of 500 pixels, some border radius to make corners around. Save, back to the file. Here we have it. Now for the icons, let's go ahead and apply the gradient and make them also bigger. So for these icons, I think we have an I tag. Yeah. So they are inside the content icon div. Okay. Let's go ahead and select them. Let's select the I tag itself. So for that, let's say font size of 60 pixels. A margin bottom of rem, margin height of 1 point grams, and now we want to apply the linear gradient. So to do that, here, now let's create a class of background gradient. I believe I did somewhere here. Gradient. I think it was here. Yep, here it is. Paste. Okay. Let's copy that one. And let's apply it to our I tags. Also here, and the fourth one. For this to work, I see. Yep. We need to say WebKit background clip. Also background, not size. Text also. Fresh. Okie dokie. These seem to not have been styled properly, so I probably missed something. Check what the problem is. So we have care text, H1 and H3. Care text, H1 and H. What is happening? This take place if I change. I guess not. Do font of. Oh yeah, I have this as font. That of font size. Yeah. The H1 seems small, which was kind of strange. And now what's left is the footer page. So let's go ahead and do that. So for the footer, let's go ahead and have another section here. Section, and let's give it a, actually not section, but tag. And inside it, let's say footer navigation and a footer letter. The H1 of letter. Also a subscribe. If we subscribe an input type email, a placeholder for enter or email. Even though we will not have the functionality added to it, but I think it will look nice. And a button for subscribe. Okay, after the newsletter, we are going to have our links. So a div class, a div with a class of footer. Links, footer, link, an h2, port, and some a tags. So at the footer, we will have some columns, which will redirect us to other pages we want to see. So for this one, port, say also about us, careers, blog maybe. Let's copy. So 4 times. For the second one, let's say useful link. Will be payment and tax of service, privacy and policy. For the next one, our menu, the best products, what category. For the last one, let's say we want to have our address and contact info. Address is something not get us in trouble and write some dummy code, dummy value here. Okie dokie. We are going to have email to phone number plus 49 blah 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 number, I don't know what. And after that, so after our div, save, have an HR tag. What is tag? Let's see. Break. Jesus Christ, what a description. The HR is just a line. Look what the description they have here. Section reference. That is a horizontal line. Okay. Have a of class copyright and a copy tag. Copy. This is a copy special character. In HTML, you can have different ones. For example, you can have MBSP for space, I think, and also you have copy and some other ones. Now let's do 2025. The 5 because in a few days we're moving to the 25, so let's have it ready. So we don't need to change it. Served. Okay, this is for the HTML part. Now let's go ahead and create another footer CSS, CSS file in our CSS folder. And let's go ahead and style our footer. So let's do footer. Let's display it as for doing that. Actually, let's see how it looks. Yep, it. Now let's slowly make it look nice. Display flex direction column. Align the items to the center. Also by footer. Let's give the footer a height actually of 9 rems, a background color of, to have it like a bluish color, so it's 40 for C5B. Okay. Now for the HR, margin top, rems, width of 5, and color of white. Also the copy right less, say color of white, margin top, rems, font weight of 500, thinner, fresh. Oh yeah, we did not import our footer CSS file. So let's go over to our head tag in our HTML file. Have a link tag. Let's make it point to our footer CSS. Okay, have it there, save the file. Yeah, live. Now for the footer navigation. Let's have it as display flex, color of white. So if you have noticed, we have used the flex box almost in every single one.
I'm flexing, I'm flexing, I'm flexing, I'm flexing, I'm flexing.
These CSS files. So it is really important to take some of your time and really try to learn it, because if you learn Flexbox and master it, will make your life much more easier. Now give 100%, let's say justify space between. Let's align our items to the center, and let's have some padding. Padding with 0 and 9 rems. Okay, and inside our footer navigation, we have our footer news letter. That we're going to have some top, and let's do, actually we can use it, style the one. So font weight, let's say 500. See how this looks at the moment. Okay. So for these, we want them to have like this. Support will be one column, the links or menu address. So after one. That. Now let's say font size of 5 rems. Left 8 pixels. And mixing values to match. Use 0.7 rem. Now let's modify the subscribe. So the subscribe will be displayed of flex. Space between align items, center, color of a white-ish color. Also some border radius, 5 pixels, 50, 5 is middle, a width of 20 rems, a height of padding to left pixels, some padding to right of 8 pixels, a background color of white-ish something, 5, 8, 7, 5. Margin top, 5 rems, and also an outline of 1 pixel, solid and gray. Okay, let's see how our not looking great at all. So that problem is so careful. We miss and letters right here. There. Oh my god, yeah. Subscribe dot subscribe. Here it is. Now for the input. So let's describe but have an outline of none. Okay, so outline a width of 100%, font size of pixels, give it a color of white, background of none, so we don't want that default white background, and no border also. Okay. Actually, the placeholder text is not that visible, so let's change that too. So let's do subscribe input, and let's say placeholder with a color of white-ish. So add 7 F9 9. Okay, now for the subscribe button. By that. Here we're gonna say button. And for the button, we're going to have some border radius to it. So fills the width of 10 rems. want it to be also bigger, so height of the grams. A background of gradient. Use also cursor of pointer when we hover over it. A color of white. Let's save our file. Our Y button not change. Let's see what we did wrong. So inside our yep, the button was not inside our subscribe. Okay, but it seems that we have our border of the button, so we need to change that. It looks, I mean, this black border doesn't look good, so let's border of none. Back, and yeah, better now. Also, it is bugging me that nothing is changing when we hover over it, so let's add some effect to that. So let's do here, let's say transition free and all, and when we hover over it, say transform scale 1.1. Okay, so seconds. Yeah. Okay, this looks better now. Good, enter your email. Let's go ahead and modify our links. So for the links, let's have links. That was yes. And let's display them as flags. And after that, we're going to select each individual link, and give them some the right of 8 rams. Also now for page 2 tags, let's say white space, no wrap, margin bottom rams. So white space, no wrap, what it essentially does is that it does not let the item wrap. So basically it doesn't let, if we have word here and the word here, what would normally happen is this word will get down here. With no wrap, they will stay like line. Now after our merging, we want them to be a bit bigger, so 1.3 ram say, and want them to be bolder, so let's give them font weight of 700. Now for the 8 tags, let's give them a transition of seconds. Want them to be white. Also have some margin at the bottom. Okay. Why is this not applied? Tag, okay. Margin. Bottom of 1. Did we misplace them again? Footer link, a tag. What is going on? Tag. And margin bottom. Down, but first let's add some hover effect. So on hover, they're going to change color to a dark gray. that one. Dark gray. Care. Now for the tags. Of one rem. Also, footer link on itself should have is displayed as footer link. Yep. Let's display as flex and have the direction column. I think this is okay. So we are 1 year ahead. So this is the final website. Let's have a kind of a slideshow of it. First of all, we have our... I can see that we did not make these functional, so let's go ahead and make that. That should not have been the case. So for the first one, let's give it an ID of that. The second one, going to give it ID of shop. Have products here instead of shop. So products. Also for the section, we give it an ID of products. So when we click it, also we products will be directed here. But I don't like how fast getting us there. So let's go to our hero CSS, and to all we're going to have a scroll behavior of smooth. If you do that, it will be slowly and smoothly navigated to our products section. About us, let's have it be this one. Let's have it be this one, the care one. Okay, products. Wait, actually I'm going to add one more. Be reference. Say reference will be care. Say care. And the last one, we can have it as. So for the reference section, let's give it an ID of reference. And for the care one, do the same, give it an ID of care. Save, back to our file. Top, home, products, reference, care, context should point us to the footer. ID of contact. Top, hit contact, and here you are. Nice. So this will be it for this video. We created a pretty simple and nice looking website that is kind of an e-commerce website that the client is selling lands.
now let me show you how I would remove it, okay? See these three here? Ready?
Well, granted, they're gone, but you
They're
can't.
gone.
You can't garden with a
They
shotgun.
have ceased to exist.
We have our plans displayed here. You could add functionality. This to redirect this to another page. We have our reference to how they look. We have some tips to give to the clients, how to care for plans, and at the bottom we have our newsletter and some links and our address and our phone number for them to contact us. So this is about this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and please subscribe for more content like this, and hopefully we grow together. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.